Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Asia Server Diaries. And it's a new year, a new start. What better way to start it off than by having a excellent game in the, now I'm going to probably pronounce this wrong, the Nivny class destroyer. Um, if you have the Gremyashki, the premium tier 5 Russian destroyer, this ship is pretty much exactly the same performance-wise. There's not a lot that's too different apart from the range of torpedoes. The Goromyashki can fire torpedoes up to 7 kilometers in range, whereas the Nivny can only do about 4 kilometers, I think it was. According to the wiki, that's what it says. The gun, pretty much, it's exactly the same guns, same damage, same rotation speed. Um, The rudder shift time, the maneuverability, fairly similar. Speed-wise, Nivny can do 38 knots, and the Gremyashki does 37.7, so basically very, very similar. Um, Detection range, let's just check that out. Where is that? So, surface detection range of the Nivny is 7 kilometers. Yep, exactly the same on the Gremyashki. Yeah. So, in all sense, these two ships are pretty much identical apart from the torpedoes. And the way that you should be playing the Nivny is fairly similar to how you would play American destroyers or the Gremyashki, and that is to utilize your smoke, have allies that are able to spot the enemy, and just use your guns. Um, Also very good at hunting down other destroyers, so if you can, try and take out the enemy destroyers by using your guns. It's far more effective than trying to fire off your torpedoes. The only time that you would probably try and kill something with torpedoes is when you're at point blank range, so like 2-3k, which is pretty much all you can do with the Nivny. So here I am in the Nivny. Now I've spotted the enemy team, I've gotten into range, and I start opening up fire on the enemy ship. So here we have the tier 5 Omaha, that's pretty much the only one within range, and it will take a while for him to get out of my range, so I'm just going to keep focusing him no matter what. And my allies are able to spot them. Now I'm divisioned up with my good buddy Snowy Exile, who has kind of made a mistake, and he ran through that open corridor there, and he took a heck of a beating until he could get behind the islands on the right, and so he's moving off. Now I am slowly working this Omaha, and yeah, I'm just staying within my smoke, making sure I'm not getting spotted, and just keeping him lit. Now, one thing that I'm pretty bad at is noticing when my smoke has run out. So I tend to, not pay attention, and I miss the "you've been detected." So as you can see, I'm still sitting here, and it's only when he fires that's when I realize, oh shit, he's seen me. So it's time to move, time to run away, time to relocate. Now, so far in the early stage of this game, that's pretty much all I do. I'm keeping my distance and firing my guns. I did try to use some AP rounds, and I do recommend in a destroyer to use AP whenever possible against cruisers. Don't just continuously use HE. The only time you want to use your AP is, when they've got their broadside towards you, so you can get full shots straight in, and hopefully do some citadel hits and do the maximum amount of damage that you possibly can. Now I'm falling back. I did have a bit of a mistake there. Basically, twitchy fingers. When I got hit, it was my turret that went, and I instantly pressed the repair button, only to get set on fire afterwards. So yeah, gotta lay off the repair button. It's kind of a knee-jerk reaction in Destroyer. Whenever I get hit and I see something gets taken out, sometimes I just don't actually pay attention to what gets taken out, and I just press the repair button. And a lot of times that can cost you the game. So yeah, just try and ease off on the repair there, is what I should be saying to myself. So now I'm trying to go down. I'm thinking of using the islands to try and pop out and basically do a surprise attack. I'm eyeing up the Myogi there, I believe. Yep, it is the Myogi. And now I'm not going to quite fire at him until I get close to this island. So right there, see? The island's just right in front of me, so if I need to run, I can run. However, if you've been paying attention to the mini-map, you'll notice that there is 3 ships coming around the bottom corner there. 2 of which is St. Louis, which are ships I do not want to try and take on. And there's also a Omaha down there, I believe, that will be coming soon. So I've been spotted. Those St. Louis can see me. Our destroyer up there, the Minekaze, he's pretty much on a suicide run there. He's gotten really close, and he's got his smokes up, but it's thanks to him that he's spotting those ships, and those guys are distracted, so I'm trying to help by putting in some support fire, and I'm making my way slowly but surely away from those 3 nasty ships. Yeah, St. Louis and Omaha, even a Phoenix, I do not want to take them on in a destroyer, especially when I'm outnumbered. So now my smoke comes up, I quickly use it, and they are still being spotted because it's about 3 seconds after when they're last spotted, or that they will be shown. And so since our destroyer died, it took a while, and now they've disappeared. So I have no idea where they are. I decided to fire my torpedoes just to try and deter them. Hopefully they'll see it and they'll start trying to turn, which should buy me some time as I make my way quickly up. And fortunately, well, fortunately for me, our aircraft carrier is just right there, and he's trying to run. He now only notices the danger he's in, and he's trying to run, but it's far too late for him. He's pretty much dead as soon as he gets spotted. We also have a AFK ship up at the top there. Yeah, our friendly Myogi who's AFK, but that's okay. I actually don't mind that he's AFK because he'll be useful, and you'll see what I mean by being useful. So as I'm running up here, I've got one ally who can possibly help me. He's just towards the left of me, and yeah, now you can see that they've spotted our aircraft carrier, and they switch attention to him completely. They've stopped firing at me, and they're pretty much unloading into him. Poor guy. I send out a couple more rounds, and I've noticed that he's taking fire, so this will give me some time to get away and break vision. The poor bastard. Look at him. He's trying to run. Oh, how he's trying. He's probably looking at me and going, "You bastard, help me." Sorry, buddy. But your sacrifice shall not be in vain. I promise you that. So, wow, he's really holding on tight there. Either that or those guys are pretty bad shots. Almost dead. Almost dead. And there we go. Now what I'm doing here is I'm pretty much lying in wait to try and make an ambush. I'm trying to decide which ship is going to be my first victim. And from the looks of things, it's going to be that Omaha right up there, as he is the faster of the 3 ships that are coming up. And he probably thinks he's fairly safe. So I hug the island right here, try to get as close as I can to make sure that they don't spot me until right up to the last moment, when he can't, basically he can't avoid me, and I unload all my torpedoes into him. So yeah, this is also, so this is one tactic that quite a lot of destroyers should be doing. And once again, you just have to be aware of what is happening around you, like situational. Now I know that I have no hope in hell against these 3. So when I did this run, it was basically a suicide run. I knew I was gonna die, but I might as well take out 1 ship with me, as the odds do not look very good. So I make my move. I fire, sit in a wide arc, because I knew he would be turning, and then I fired ahead of where the guy missile, sorry, the guy lines were showing, and there we go, managed to take him out. He fires off his set of torpedoes, and I quickly turn. Now, that ship right there, he's really low health, so I'm just gonna fire and try and take him out. And my smoke has just come up as well, so that's fortunate for me. I tried to take out the St. Louis, so that's at least 6 guns gone, because he's fully broadside onto me. Fairly sure he has 12, 14 guns. Either he'll have at least 7 guns on me, so there he goes. Now because I'm in my smoke, the rest of them can't see me. And I will try and make my escape. I'm getting spotted because I did fire and it hasn't been 3 seconds yet, so once I sort of move in my smoke, I will be spotted. So that's another thing to also realize with your smoke. Unless it's directly behind you, try to sit still in it, because as soon as you move, it's just going to break your concealment. So here I have a choice. Go for the Myogi or go for the St. Louis. I was thinking of going for the St. Louis, but then it looks like he's turning away from me. And he is very aware that I am here. And he is really trying to take me out. So I take my chances with the Myogi instead. But before I do, I make my way towards the island so that I will at least have some cover against that St. Louis. And now I'm rushing straight towards this Myogi. Now in a destroyer, if you're going to rush someone, try to always keep your nose straight onto them to give them the smallest surface area possible to hit. Now when I was playing this, for some odd reason I thought the Nivni torpedoes could only do 3 to 4 kilometers. So yeah, so I've basically been playing very, very safe and then very, very reckless at the end here, when I could have had some leeway with my distances. But it doesn't hurt to get up close, because that way you can't possibly miss, unless you just follow those guidelines, the torpedo guides, because sometimes, you know, when you fire it and they're turning, you're not going to hit them. So sometimes it's better to preempt where they will be, based on their movement and where they're turning. So yeah, so as I said before, try to keep your nose straight towards the enemy when you're charging them. Do a little bit of wriggle, a side to side shuffle. Now, I don't know whether it's luck, but I sure as hell know that that guy is a shit shot, because he has been missing me a lot. If I was in that St. Louis, I would be dead. There is no excuse. He did manage to get me a few times, but only when I'm pretty much at point blank range. So here I did fluff around a little bit. I was thinking maybe I should show my right side, and I decided to turn. And here once again, I did one narrow spread and one broad spread just to make sure. But I didn't even need my second salvo there. So yeah, it went from looking fairly grim. What was it? 4 ships? Yeah, 1 against 4. I took out all 4 of those that were charging up the top here. And yeah, they made a bit of a misplay by ignoring me and going for our aircraft carrier. And once again, ignoring me and going for our AFK player. They were far better off trying to take me out as soon as possible. And fortunately, oh, the last remaining ally I have has taken out the enemy ship, leaving only the aircraft carrier. So this should be easy pickings for us as I make my way slowly down to try and hunt down that last enemy carrier. So I was quite fortunate that my ally, it was in the Phoenix or the Omaha, can't quite remember which one, managed to take out the enemy battleship, I believe with torpedoes. Didn't quite catch what was going on up around there. So in that hectic period of taking on 4 enemies, you can imagine when I was playing this, I was basically sweating, my heart was racing, and I was basically in a panic, thinking every torpedo run I did was going to be a suicide run, and I was going to die. And my friend Snowy Exile, he was just watching it in disbelief, going, "How are you still alive after taking out enemy after enemy?" And and now I chance upon the carrier. At first I was thinking I'd just run straight up to him, but since I got spotted, I'm gonna fire my guns. And oh dear, my ally got taken out by the aircraft carrier's last remaining torpedo. So that's quite unfortunate for him, but he did do a good job. Thanks to him, he's distracted at least one of his planes. So now he's wide open to me, and I did misjudge my torpedoes there, but that is okay. He should be flooding. He's on fire. It's basically all over. And one more shot. Oh really? There we go. And Kraken unleashed. Excellent. So here are the post-game results. I got 331,000 credits, 5,500 XP. Let's see, I got 81 target hits, 10 torpedo hits, shot down 1 plane, 1 incapacitation, 5 enemy destroyed, 7 floodings, and somehow 1 citadel hit with my HE round. And I had a base of 1.8 thousand XP. At top of the board, of course, quite well done. Pretty much doubled the top of their side. Let's see, how much damage did I do? Did 2,000 with AP shots, but I only fired I fired a few rounds, only 8 hit. 22,000 HE, 15,000 just in fire damage, 500 in flooding, and look at that, 80,000 in torpedo damage right there. And if I tally up all of that, that is 120,880 total damage done. What a result. On that note, that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it. Leave some comments down the bottom. Tell me what sort of content you want to see, and I will try and read every comment. I don't even have anyone really commenting, so if you do leave one, I will definitely read it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.